Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Still waiting for people to come on. Yeah, it is afternoon, 3 minutes after 12. Good seeing people. I see you, Mrs. Woods. Good seeing you. And we're still letting some people in. Normally, I would have some music. I didn't have any music today. Slacking on my part. But good Friday to everyone here. Again, still letting people on. Let's give us a few minutes, and then we'll let some people on. Okay, but it's good seeing everyone here. Okay, it's good seeing you. Now I'm going to play some music. Maybe if I play music, people just come. It's like the Pied Piper, right? It's good seeing everyone here. And I think we're going to go ahead and start it. We are 5 minutes into 12. For those who don't know, my name is Oswaldo Mestri. I'm the Director of Citizen Services and the city's Chief Service Officer. I want to thank you to our weekly block chat. We've been doing our block chat since beginning around the pandemic and thought it'd be appropriate for us to continue it. We started it really as a means to make sure that we're connecting communities and block clubs and neighborhoods because of the challenges that were affecting not only the city but across the country. We wanted to make sure that the ideas and thoughts that were happening in the cities were being shared, and also to provide us to have communication with you. And since then, we've had a myriad of different speakers. We've had a myriad of different information passed to folks, folks learning more about what's going on in your communities. We've had various speakers from the cities, different commissioners, but we also had speakers in terms of relevant topics as related with youth, human services. We talked about food deserts. We talked about a whole host of different things, counseling, mental health awareness, the gambit, and even talking about, the challenges that we have, even including with the pandemic, making sure that people were safe. And so I'm happy to say that we're continuing this. It's a great partnership that we have with our good friends with the Board of Block Clubs. You don't know anything about those organizations or that one organization. You'll learn today because Debbie's on. But this is a very shared partnership. I believe block clubs are the focal points of what's going on in neighborhoods, volunteer organizations of people who volunteer their time to make sure that people are not just safe, but as communities are connected. The Division of Citizen Services ideally enjoys in parallel that type of relationship to make sure that we're connecting communities along the way. And so our block chat is just that, making sure that we're communicating and we're chatting along the way too. And I'm very excited about today's speaker, somebody I've gotten the opportunity to know for a while, and also of what the organization does in the community. You'll be surprised. Some of you probably already know, but they're doing more and more outreach. They're coming into their 30th year, but I'm not going to steal, Carrie's thunder. She's going to talk a little more about that in the near future. What's going on at City Hall? I can tell you on the insider perspective, we are gearing up. Next week, we're doing the State of the City. And so we're going to preview a few things along the way. But along with the State of the City, we're going to be rolling out the ARC, which is the American Rescue Plan. This is federal money that has come into municipalities and cities and states to make an investment, because obviously when we had the pandemic, it challenged all of our cities in terms of our financial resources. We still had to keep City Hall open. There was still some challenges. And so with the ARC, we've been communicating with folks in the community, strategic investments that we're going to be making along the way. We're going to be talking about that. There's going to be a water bill forgiveness program for user fee. We're going to be making some other strategic investments regarding lead in lines and doing some things. And so looking at data to help us do that, but also the input of not just you, but folks who are elected leaders. And we're going to be talking more specifically about that. Again, these are strategic investments that we make that we need to as a city to kind of make sure that our city is growing and thriving along the way. And so those things are very, very important. I think that's pretty much it with that. But let me not, I'm going to turn this over, but let me also say Happy Earth Day. Okay. I think we often forget the world that we live on, that we're standing on, that we're breathing on. It is our world, and we have to be good stewards, not just environmentally, but we have to be and we must be very, very good stewards. And I think most of us are. And so, what is a good steward, right? This is the world and the air that we breathe, the land that we talk about, making sure that, you know, um, we're not polluting, we're making sure we're planting trees, all of these different things. We have to care for the very earth, not because we're living in it, but for our future, right? So happy Earth Day. The city has done a lot of different things in here. We're partnering up with different organizations, pushing in terms of recycling and a whole host of different things. It's very, very important that we celebrate, but also we make actionable those things that we want to talk about in terms of the earth. And so I just wanted to point that out. I am now going to turn this over to Nicole. Nicole's going to talk about the various announcements. Thank you for those organizations that share with us announcements so that we can share back out. Thank you for those people who have the active Facebook pages because we're looking, we see it, we're swiping, and we're going to share it, so we're trying to do that as well. And then after Nicole, she's going to turn that back off to me. And then we're going to hear from our speaker. Let me also say this, for many of you don't know, we started our clean sweeps and excited about that. We've already been in 2 districts. We're going to be doing our big kickoff next week. We're going to be in the Maston district. We're trying to get to every councilmatic district throughout the year, but we're also going to different neighborhoods. We're using a proven method where we're looking at the information and data. People are calling it 311, but we're looking at that and we're coming up with areas that says that we need to do some type of intervention. And so we're excited about that. If you have any ideas or recommendations for areas that you think, you know what, this is in need of a clean sweep where we have city officials and departments and we have community-based organizations and we have a whole host of volunteers and we descend on a community or knocking on doors, we're talking to people, passing out information, cleaning up and doing all of that. And at the end of the day, it's a clean sweep, because we've shown that community love. Let us know, let Michael Smith know, or you can call 311 and let us know about any areas that you think are great candidates for clean sweeps. Nicole, how you doing?
Good. Welcome everybody to our community engagement and block chat. So obviously you guys know we do this every Friday. I am going to just give you guys a few updates and announcements and then introduce our wonderful speaker. So let me know if you guys can see my screen. Okay, so as always, just reminding everybody about the eviction prevention, Stand Up Buffalo. So if you are at risk of eviction or know somebody that is, the City of Buffalo has financial assistance to assist those who meet the eligibility requirements. So you can call 211 to learn more and to apply as well, or you can visit standupbuffalo.com. Tenants and landlords sign up for the City of Buffalo's free apartment building recycling program. This keeps the city clean and green, and you can find out more about this on buffalorecycles.gov/apartments. Alternatively, you can call the number listed on the screen to reach the recycling department. There are various waste drop-off locations, specific ones for electronic waste, refuse disposal, and yet of course, there are different hours and different times, so please note that. And then no material other than what is listed is accepted at each specific location. This is also on the recycling website as well. As Oz mentioned, today is Happy Earth Day, so please honor the earth, plant a tree or garden, pick up litter, pledge to create less waste. And for anything that you do, you can tag us at Recycle Buffalo. The bulk trash schedule, this is the 2022 spring collection. Your district is located on here, so please note your date. As always, bulk trash must be placed out on the Sunday listed for your district. So that is very important, and just want to remind people to please put it out that Sunday. And the district coming up is going to be the Fillmore district. Again, Earth Month 2022. So this is a list of the available activities that have been going on through the recycling department. So as you can see, they want you to honor the earth today. There's various different things going on throughout the month, as well as some things that'll be coming up next month too. And so of course, visit at buffalorecycles.org to find out more and to read more about each of these different activities going on. So we are having crime prevention through environmental design workshops happening. The next one coming up is May 25th through May 27th. You can note the location and time here, and to find out more and to register, you can contact Ron Dixon, the Special Project Manager for Crime Prevention for the City of Buffalo, at rdixon at buffalony.gov, and we will drop the emails in the chat as well. We are also accepting applications in our division for AmeriCorps Vistas. So this is a dedication of 1 year to serving your community, and there are some eligibility requirements to be met. But if you would like to, or know somebody who would like to be an AmeriCorps Vista, please contact Malika Lee for more information about this initiative, and the email will be listed in the chat as well. So we want to encourage everybody to join Mayor Brown for the Great American Cleanup. You can schedule your own event between March 21st and June 22nd. Request free cleanup supplies such as trash bags, and arrange for free trash pickup by calling 311, or you could volunteer at an already established cleanup event, and we will assign you to a location to help assist with the cleanups, remove graffiti, spruce up a community garden, or more. So you can register by calling 311 or visiting the QR code on screen. And for more information, of course, you can always email rdixon at buffalony.gov. Child with autism signs has been added to the list of roadway caution signs. There have been quite a few requests for this, so just wanting to remind everybody there are eligibility requirements for this sign that have to be met, but you can apply by calling 311 or going to the city website. If you want to be a part of the community and you want to volunteer, you can join the Good Neighbors Network. We are looking for volunteers who are invested in the community. And if you want to find out more information, you can contact the Save Our Streets coordinator, Michael Smith, at mtasmith@buffalony.gov, or call 311. If you know someone who is having trouble coping and they are experiencing some mental health crises, you can reach out to the Buffalo Police Department Behavioral Health Team or the Crisis Intervention Team to find out more and how they provide assistance with these issues. They are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and they work in partnership with Endeavor Health Services. You can reach them at the number listed on screen. If you are interested in becoming a Buffalo firefighter or know someone who is, the application deadline is April 29th, so next week, Friday. The exam date is June 4th. You can apply in City Hall or online, and there are convenient registration dates. The next one coming up is April 23rd, and the location is at Olmsted and Buffalo Academy for Visual and Performing Arts. You could drop off your firefighter exam and prepare as well.
Okay. Nicole?
Register and train at buffalopal.com. Always just the Buffalo announcements. If you are not signed up for the PSA alerts, please do sign up for them. You can text Join Buffalo to 38276, or if you're on, you can type Join Parking Alert. If you are looking to start a block club, please contact of Buffalo and Erie County Board of Block Clubs. They have an email, a phone, Facebook, and Instagram, and responsive. And they are interested in building up neighborhoods one block at a time. So their contact information will also be in the chat as well. They're having a general meeting on April 28th, featuring the crime prevention through environmental design presented by our own citizen service Dixon. This is going to be at Gloria J. Parks Community Center, 6:30. So register, please attend this event. It will be excellent. There's the Bailey Avenue cleanup, Saturday 21st, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. If you would like to volunteer for this, you can call your district office and volunteer as well. Again, there's also the University United Festival happening 11th and 12th. This will be on our website as well. There will be various activities, and you can contact the number on screen or dcorley@buffalony.gov. There's an opportunity targeted for Hispanic students who have excelled in their field of study, through recipients who can receive, and then there are a few eligibility requirements. The scholarship application deadline is June 1st, and it is sponsored by the Pucho Community Center. There is the Green Fair taking place Saturday, April 23rd from 10 to 1. You can join for the following activities: community garden cleanup, tea golf, lending tips, and breakfast and lunch will be provided, and you can register by scanning the barcode on screen. There's also the Habitat for Humanity Buffalo's repair program, helps keep you and your family safe. These are low-cost home repairs, so you would pay back an affordable loan. There are requirements that you meet. You can scan the QR code to learn more and apply, or visit habitatbuffalo.org and go to their home repair section. So taxes were due. There is still some availability for free tax preparation and assistance. You can call 211 to find out more if and when they're still offering assistance, and would be at Northwest Buffalo Community Center. And the volunteers are, of course, trained, certified, and available to help. There's still the Ready Set Parent series, free on Zoom. You can register today for expecting parents who may have questions about infant milestones, routines, nutrition, and more. And so for this, you can email derwin@epicforchildren.org or go to epicforchildren.org to find out more. The Community Music School is having a summer of camps, so various camps all over the summer. And so this is different pricing and information for different ages. So if you are interested, visit the communitymusicbuffalo.org, their website, to find out more about how to register your child for these different camps. Northland Workforce Training Center has many hands-on training opportunities, and they provide various services from career coaching to internships to permanent job placement and ongoing support. So for this, you can find out more at northlandwtc.org and visit their application section. And they're also placing youth in the Northland Summer Youth Academy as well. And you can find out more about that online at their website. There are spring service days happening through the Tool Library as well. Starts in April, runs all the way into May. You can also nominate a project, so a cleanup or any other type of project as well. And the team at the Tool Library will take a look at it and see if they can assist. So to volunteer or nominate a project, just visit thetoolllibrary.org and go to their service section. You can join the team for Soccer for Success and become a coach mentor. So this is Independent Health Foundation Soccer for Success program, looking for mentors. Paid training is included, no prior soccer experience required. A little bit of information about how the team works. And if you want to, you can apply using the QR code or visit Buffalo Soccer for Success to find out more details about how this would work. And you can also register your child online for Buffalo Soccer for Success. The details are weekly soccer skills, practice are 90 minutes. They receive the necessary equipment, and their professional coaches trained and background checked. So for both to join the team and become a mentor, visit buffalosoccerforsuccess.com. Erie County has a new Let It Go program. It provides parents and caregivers with supportive educational tools to address negative effects of toxic lead exposure. To participate in the program, you can call the number on screen or email info@beyondboundariestherapy.org. And last but not least, of course, there is still COVID going around, so there is availability still for COVID-19 testing and vaccinations. You can find out more about this at COVID-19 at buffalomy.gov, our website dedicated to all COVID-19 information. And as well as if you are experiencing and need any emotional support, you can reach out to Project Hope at the Buffalo Urban League. It is free, anonymous, and confidential, and they will provide information, education, emotional support, and more. You can reach them at the number listed on screen or email projecthope@buffalourbanleague.org. And of course, if you do not follow us on social media, please do so. We do have 2 Facebook locations. You can follow us at our main at Buffalo Citizen Services for details, flyers, and all types of information about what's happening in the community, and our 311 call and response center page for more information as well about things like trash pickups and things like that. And if you do not follow the mayor, please follow him as well on Facebook at Mayor Byron Brown and on Instagram at Mayor Byron Brown 716. And Oz, I'm going to turn it back over to you. I think you're muted.
There you go. Thank you, Nicole. A lot of great information is out there. It's folks are just now starting to come back out, heed to those information. Nicole, someone asked, how, if they didn't see it, how can they get this information? I know they can go on Facebook, but if they call our office, we can share this information that we shared with everyone.
Yeah, they can call, or if they can drop their email in this chat, I can write it down and then add them to the announcements list. So then they can receive, or they can, my email is listed there. They can email me if there's a specific flyer information that they needed off this block chat.
Great, that's great. Thank you, Nicole, in terms of that. I do have a question, and you can put it in the chat, and then I'm going to introduce our speaker. How old do you think the city of Buffalo is? Let me see who's going to get it first. How old do you think the city of Buffalo is? And when was the city's birthday? How can it be birthday, but I'm talking about. Anybody get it? Get it?
90 years.
Guess what? You see behind me? 190.
I said that.
Wow. Okay, all right. Some were close. Some was spot on. But
I said 190.
Happy 190th birthday to the city of Buffalo.
Okay. Happy birthday.
All right, let me take this opportunity to introduce our next speaker, somebody that I've gotten the opportunity to know, but also in terms of just coming in the community and making a difference. We can make a difference in many different ways. We look at now, looking at the various social determinants of health, but also ways that we can look to see how we can go into communities and even families to do some type of intervention, but also to help them help themselves. And this is one of those organizations that have been, I wouldn't say quietly doing it, but I would say effectively doing it in the community. And so I'm pleased to introduce the executive director of the Independent Health Foundation, my good friend, Carrie Meyer, who's going to talk about the various programs, but she's going to make this announcement. I talked about how old the city of Buffalo were. She's going to tell you their anniversary and how old they were doing. This is a real special year. Hey, Carrie.
Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much, Osvaldo and Nicole, for having me. And this is great. I never heard of this Buffalo chat, so I'm so grateful that you allowed me to come here to share some of the programs that we have. Most of the programs that we do, actually all the programs that we offer, are free, and we try to make them healthy, fun, and engaging. Right? Like, people really don't want to be connected with a program that's drawn out or long or boring, or we all know we need to eat better, we need to exercise more. So we want people preaching to us, but we want to have activities that we can engage in, that we can bring all of our families and friends together and enjoy it, and learn a little bit more and engage as much as possible in our communities. So I do have a PowerPoint presentation that I was going to share. So I will do that now. And again, thank you for having me. And I really want to make this an opportunity to share the programs that we have, Nicole did share one of the programs, which was our Soccer for Success program, and I'll dive deeper into that. But I want all of you to ask questions or to email me afterwards if you have any questions, afterthoughts. If you talk to members of your community and there's something that you want to know more about, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at any time, because I really want to make it an opportunity that brings value to all of you and the communities that you serve. So as Osvaldo mentioned, this year marks our 30th anniversary. So we're very excited about that. I've been with the organization for 27 years. I actually started as an intern, and it's grown tremendously over time. But as Osvaldo mentioned, we're trying not to be like in the forefront, like here we are, independent health. We really want to showcase like what our programs are all about. So we put in the forefront the actual program. You could see here's our 7 signature programs that we offer in the community. So you may have heard of First Night Buffalo, the drug and alcohol free New Year's Eve event. We have Good for the Neighborhood, Growing Up Strong, Healthy Options, Fitness for Kids, Kids Run, and Soccer for Success. 2 of the programs I'm going to dive deep into because they're around the corner. So there's registration opportunities for 2 of the programs that are coming up right now. But I will just give a quick overview of the 7 signature programs that we offer in the community. What we do is we deliver programs directly to where people live, work, are in their homes, in their schools, in their doctor's offices, and then even in their local city parks. So where they come out and play. Good for the Neighborhood is a program that we started probably 12-15 years ago. And what we do is we adopt communities over an extended period of time. We have 12 community centers that we've adopted. You can go to our website and get a listing of all the community centers that we've adopted, but we're on the east side of Buffalo, we're on the west side of Buffalo, we're in the city of Niagara Falls as well, but we're in 7 different sites. And what we do is we bring out on a consistent basis health and wellness activities and health and wellness screening and prevention opportunities. So we'll bring in and partner with pharmacists, we'll partner with nurses, and they'll come out and provide baseline opportunities. So do your height and your weight, your cholesterol, your diabetes. So we do glucose check, cholesterol check, blood pressure check, and then we give you a report card to let you know where you lie. And beyond that, we also bring in at these Good for the Neighborhoods school supplies, so you can see the kids have school supply packs. We also provide a farmers market, so people get an opportunity to go through and connect with the farmers and walk away with fresh produce. We provide recipes and a variety of different opportunities and resources in those communities. We go out on a consistent basis, so we'll go out on a quarterly basis. So we might go out in, actually we're going to be going out in May, we'll go back in September timeframe, and then we're back again in the winter. So we work closely with those community centers on what resources they want us to bring to the table, but it's an opportunity for people to kind of go through and have a conversation with different vendors that are within their community or within their reach that we can link them, but then also listen and hear, what would you like us to bring back? And then we come back and we talk about healthy goals so that we can move them along the channel. First Night Buffalo, I mentioned, is the drug and alcohol free New Year's Eve event, and we've been working very closely with the city on that. However, the pandemic hit and we had to shift our gears, so we went virtual. But going virtual allowed us to expand in all 8 counties of Western New York. So we have, families participating from Chautauqua County and Cattaraugus County, not only in the city limits. So we'll be hopefully coming back and talking to you more about what we have planned for this year coming up. But we have both a online version that we're going to keep going with, but then also we're working with Explore More so that there's an in-person version for the families that are interested in either one or even both. Please stop or put in the chat if anybody has any questions. And Nicole, just, if you see something and somebody's raised their hand, just let me know and stop me. We have a program called Fitness for Kids Challenge. We're in 62 schools, majority of Buffalo Public Schools, where we have a coordinator at the school lead the charge, and we provide monthly newsletters, take-home activities, and a lot of incentives and prizes to keep the kids engaged and the families engaged. So we've been doing this program for about 20 years, and we're looking to grow it year after year. We just need a dedicated coordinator in the school. We incentivize the school coordinator as well. So the Fitness for Kids coordinator also gets rewarded. And at the end of the year, so we're gearing up for that right now. Out of the 62 schools, we provide up to 20 schools. So the top performing schools from a percentage of students that are involved or engaged, we provide an award. So they'll get a grant, either up to $1,000, so anywhere from $500 to $1,000 for the school to put back into activities around health and wellness. So some schools that have been awarded, created, a playground, or they've created basketball courts, things like that in their school. So we allow them to the freedom and autonomy to decide how they want to spend the money. We have a program called Growing Up Strong, where we work in 6 pediatric clinical settings. So we embed counselors and social workers right into the pediatric practice so that they can help with those social determinants of health, like Oswaldo was mentioning, and which many of the families are struggling with. So if there's transportation issues, if there's housing issues, if there's food issues or access to healthy food, we have counselors that are working hand in hand with the pediatric practice so that they can provide these services to those families most in need. We have a program called Healthy Options. We kind of shifted focus during the pandemic. So for the past 3 years, we've created Healthy Options at home. Some of you may have heard of Healthy Options, where we worked with local restaurants and we provide all free services. We have dietitians that go out and work with the restaurant on creating healthier options. We have a whole website with a listing of 250 restaurants that are healthy option restaurants. But we also have about 50 food trucks that we work with. And we provide all free services to help them create healthy options and offer them to their patrons. But what we're proud of is 3 years ago, when the pandemic hit, we shifted our focus. We used to host these cooking classes, and you could come out to either a school or a community center, and we would host these cooking classes. Instead, we deliver the food and all the materials directly to the homes. So you could see this child here in front of them, they have a pot. So we give out the tools, so cutting boards and knives and measuring cups and the utensils that they need. And then each week for 4 to 5 weeks, we send them all the meals so that they can prepare them together as a family. And we were getting great responses. Each year we served about 500 families, and they can have up to 5 to 6 family members in their home that we would support their efforts. We do an annual kids run. We've been doing this at Delaware Park for 30 years. So we're going back to in-person this year. We also shifted it to make it a virtual run. So for the families that don't feel comfortable to come together at Delaware Park with 5,000 families or 5,000 children, there's a virtual format as well that they could register for, and we'll send them right to their home, a race packet, a medal. So every child that takes part receives the race number and the medal, and we provide at the event fruits and water for all the families. So everything is free, and it's at Delaware Park, and it's the first Saturday in June each year. So this year it's June 4th. And then what I wanted to talk about was the Soccer for Success program. So Nicole mentioned about Soccer for Success. We are really looking to grow this program again, because again, with the pandemic, we were shifting our gears and we did a lot of virtual programming, but we're excited to go back to in person. The children are looking to get back out into the parks and come together. But the soccer program is a national program that's hosted across many cities across the country. And we started it here in Buffalo in 2012. So this year would mark our 10-year anniversary for the soccer program. We've already served over the 10 years about 15,000 children in the Buffalo community. We, pre-pandemic, were in 40 parks. We're starting off this year with 7 parks. So we have a listing of all the parks that we're in, and that's on our website. I'm going to try to see if we can shift to go to the website just so you can see a listing of all the parks and more information. So we will try that now. And every child that takes part, again, this is free, and it's a comprehensive program. There's 4 components to the soccer program. So of course, the physical fitness component, obviously you have 3 days a week that you would be coming together in your park and getting, an hour and a half of fitness. And it's up to 10 to 12 weeks that we host these programs. And we do them throughout the year. So we have a spring session, a summer session, a fall session. We usually, stop for the winter session, but we host 3 sessions, 3 10 to 12 week sessions throughout the year. And we will go to almost any park if we can get the families that are interested in engaging. We don't go into parks where they already have a lot of activity. So we look to see like where parks don't have families coming out or structured activities. We don't want to compete with any soccer program that's already happening. We're going to go into a place where we know that there's a need and there's nothing really happening, structurally in that park, and we'll work with the city and the community on creating a program. Again, I mentioned that there's 7 locations, and each child receives a soccer ball, shin guards, and a jersey to keep. So they will have that, and they can practice at home as well. And we have 6 co-ed teams, and this year, 1 all-girls team. We started an all-girls team virtually 2 years ago when the pandemic hit. And we're proud about that program as well. So we wanted to make sure that we were meeting the needs of the Muslim community. So we have a all-girls program that we're doing in Lackawanna. Again, I wanted to show you when you look onto the website, it has like the launch of our programming. So we're going to be starting actually the 25th, April 25th through July 1st. Registration is open, and we will allow any child, if there's room, to come in. We have where each of the parks are situated. Again, pre-pandemic, we were in 40 parks. We are hoping that we can start getting back into all the communities that we typically serve. But we're in Durant Park, JFK, J.H. Williams, Roosevelt Park, Taggart, Victory Park, and then Waterfront Park as well. I could go on and on and on, but I wanted to leave, opportunity for people to ask questions. We do have, as Oswaldo and Nicole mentioned, a coaching component as well. So we do pay our coaches. We have parents, grandparents, we have college students. Pre-pandemic, we had about 100 coaches. So there is a ratio, we have the coaches do need to go through a training program. This is a national initiative, so there is training that's involved, but all of that is paid as well, and we make it fun and interesting. But we are looking for families to get involved, and if you know anyone that's interested in a part-time position and being a good role model for the children in their community, we'd love to have those connections and have those conversations. So with that, again, like I said, I could dive deep into all of our programs, but if there's any questions, I'd love to take them and hear more and see if there's any way that we can engage your communities or provide resources wherever there's need.
You might have mentioned this in the presentation, but I did see this was sent to me. Is the age is there an age limit on all of the programs, specific programs? What is the age requirements?
No,
I guess.
I appreciate you saying that. So for coaches, we're looking to have 18 and older, but for the players, it's kindergarten through 8th grade. So, and then the students that age out and go into high school, we try to encourage them to become coaches. So we do have some of our players turn into assistant coaches and actual coaches. So it's kindergarten through 8th grade.
Perfect. And then are the kids separated by age or by skill level?
So you do not have to have any prior soccer experience whatsoever. Again, it's more of a socialization opportunity or social opportunity. So kids build friendships, build teamwork and confidence. And we do separate them out by grade and depending on the number of students that register, right? So if we have a big group and there's 100 kids at the park, we'll separate them out. It might be, 7th and 8th graders, fifth and sixth graders and so on. But depending on the number of kids, we might have K through, second grade instead of just all kindergarten. So we look to see the numbers that we have at each individual site. But great questions. So thank you, Nicole.
No problem. And then the last one that I got is, if somebody wants to get involved in any of your other programs as counselors, social workers, or LMSWs, are they able to, and how would they do that?
Yes, absolutely. So I strongly recommend that they can email me directly at Meyer@independenthealth.com, and we could put that in the chat so everybody has that. But they also could go onto our website. We have independenthealthfoundation.com. In the website, it will say contact us, and you could just send us an email and reach out and let us know what your interests are. But we are looking for LSMWs too, so that's fantastic. We have 6 clinical practices that we're going to be working with, and we're in the hiring stages right now for that.
In and out.
What was that? Am I going in and out? I apologize.
Perfect, thank you. So I think, I checked clinical site, so I'll just note that, and then I'll put you.
Sorry, Nicole.
Oh, I think you're going in and out. So, you know what? I want to say thank you for Nicole picking up. I had to jump on a call, but I was listening to the presentation, and I think we were going through questions. Carrie, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
I knew there was a lot of great information, because of what we have done in terms of our partnerships. But it's good to see that, some of the things and we take for granted, some of the everyday things that the foundation is helping in neighborhoods are effective. I also know too, you're quantifying a lot of this stuff, right? And I think it's important to say this is a foundation, and a foundation in terms of philanthropically and what you're doing. But when I say quantifying, you're looking at numbers, you're looking to see the effectiveness of different things, and I think that's an important thing, because every time you're doing something, it's an investment.
Yes, we definitely want to make sure that they're evidence-based, and we have focus groups with every one of our programs, with the parents, with the families, with the children, and the teachers. Whoever we're working with, we're constantly, getting the feedback and altering and shifting to meet their needs and providing it. And I think that's what keeps these programs going and growing.
Good. Well, Carrie, thank you very much. I really do appreciate everything here and what you're doing. Your information is here. People can go on and they can talk to you a little bit about that. I'm going to challenge folks, maybe we can meet on a soccer field here, all of these block clubs, and to kind of do some things here. But again, thank you very much, Carrie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is what we're going to do. Where is my good friend, Debbie? Debbie is the president of the Board of Block Clubs for Buffalo and Erie County. Debbie, what's going on in your world?
Hey, my world, it's a little upside down right now. But hello, everybody. It's nice to see you all. I see some of my board members are on, Ellen and Cortasia. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Christina, I did send you a message, but I sent it to the wrong one. So if you see my crazy message, just email me anyway. First and foremost, this has been a great presentation. Wow, so much information to give out to the communities. It's wonderful. What's happening with the Board of Block Clubs? Well, we have a meeting next week, April 28th, 6:30 p.m. Mr. Dixon from the Division of Citizen Services will be our presenter. It is going to be a great presentation on crime prevention through environmental design. So I invite you all to come and attend, hear what's happening, see some of the changes, maybe even, if you have any questions or concerns, Mr. Dixon will be more than happy to, address them. And that's what this is all about. Block clubs getting together, talking about what's going on in their neighborhoods and giving the information to our other team members, and we work very closely with the Division of Citizen Services. So working together in this way is really beneficial for everybody. It's beneficial for the Board of Block Clubs, but also for the Block Clubs. This is how you can hear about new speakers, new programs, just like today. You should be inviting all your Block Club members to be on this block chat. There's so much wonderful information that is provided every Friday. So please share that information, share your email that you receive from the Division of Citizen Services to your group, because you never know, whatever we're talking about today might not be beneficial to you, but it would be beneficial for somebody else. Another important thing happening and coming up will be our Albright Knox is doing a event in May. May is Block Club Month. And Dr. Cortasia Solomon Carter will probably pop that in the chat. It's May 20, 21, and 22. There will be times listed. You are welcome to come to the Albright Knox Art Gallery located at Northland. It is kind of separate from the actual Northland area, but it's right there. And what they're doing is they're going to have artwork there, and the block clubs are invited to come. Now, it is free, but they do ask if you would be so kind as to make some kind of donation when you do come. This was put together by Dr. Cortasia Solomon Carter and the Albright Knox. They reached out because they want the community to know what's happening. They want to show all the different things that they have. And it's a good way too to bring the kids in your area to see what different art is out there. So I'm really excited about it. We will have members of the Board of Block Club attending all 3 days at different times so that you'll get to see us. We'll be there. And I just really feel that this is a good opportunity for everybody. So you don't have to belong to a block club to come, just come. It's going to be a really great event. And again, it's at the Albright Knox at Northland. The information is in the chat, but starting next week, we will send the flyer to Nicole, and if she'd be so kind as to share it, that would be wonderful. And as always, we really would love for you to come to our block club meetings, because we'd like to see everybody now. Instead of in little boxes, we can actually see you, say hi, and get to know you a little better. And for me, that's really it. We do have some upcoming events happening, but as they start to take shape and are confirmed, we will then share the flyers, as always, like our Facebook page. And we will share your information. If you have any, you can email it to the bobcbuffalo@gmail.com. And we will share your flyers, any events that you are having or hosting, any information. Our social media is at an all-time high, and we are on all social media platforms. If you have any questions or anything for me right now, please ask them. If not, Oz, you'll be very proud to know it's 12:51 p.m. and I stayed on target. I think he might, oh, there he is.
No, I'm here. I heard you.
Sure you are.
Thank you very much, guys. It's been a great Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Happy Earth Day.
Yep.
9 minutes back. Listen, Debbie, I think this is like a record, right?
Yes.
We're giving people 9 minutes back in their day, at least for my block chat. We'll see you next Friday. Have a great weekend, and happy Earth Day, guys.
Bye, everybody. Happy Earth Day. Happy weekend. Bye.
Bye. Happy Earth Day.
Hello and goodbye.